This dynamic vocalist rose to prominence in 1963 with the self-penned song How Can I Forget, which was most known when it was performed by Benny King. This was a soul singer whose career as a recording artist did not equal to his success as a songwriter. He is also recognized for writing the song Put a Little Love in Your Heart. This man has been on the soul circuit for more than a decade by the time that song was released in 1969. Despite his hard effort, he never became the household name that he was capable of becoming, and he faded away into the 70s. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Jimmy Holiday. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel, where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born on July 24th, 1934 in Durant, Mississippi, but he was raised in Iowa. Now, there isn't much information available regarding his background and upcoming, but according to an article I read in the LA Times that was written by his daughter, I learned that Holiday was a sharecropper. After briefly considering a career as a boxer, he turned into music, first playing the alto saxophone and jazz and cymbals before moving on to write and perform R&B music. He recorded his debut song, Voice of the Drums, on the Los Angeles-based label 4-Star Records in 1958, but the song failed and it took him a while before he was signed. With the failure of this song, it took him a while to get noticed again before he was signed with Everest Records in the early 60s. The label released Holiday's How Can I Forget in 1963, and surprisingly, the song took off, reaching number 8 on the Billboard R&B charts and number 57 on the pop charts. Further singles for Everest was unsuccessful, so he moved on to record for many lesser labels, including Kit, Tip, and Diplomacy Records, until signing with Minit in 1966. Here is where Holiday recorded the majority of his catalog. His debut song for the label, Baby I Love You, peaked at number 21 on the R&B charts and number 98 on the pop charts in 1966.
Yes, I do. Don't know why, but I do.
And while it was his biggest hit at Minute, his work here is usually regarded favorably by soul lovers. The entire album, The Turning Point, was released in 1966, and it peaked at number 25 on the Billboard R&B charts. In 1967, he released another single, Everybody Needs Help, that peaked at number 36 on the R&B charts.
Yes, Lord, have mercy.
And the funky Spread Your Love that peaked at number 35 in 1968.
People I met looked on with pity. Go get me a job.
Now, as I stated earlier in this video, I couldn't really find much information about Mr. Holiday, but by 1968, although his career beginning to fade by this point, even worse, his health began to deteriorate. He fell after a live performance in June of 1968 that's resulted into him having to have open heart surgery. He spent much of the next year composing rather than performing, but he returned to recording in 1969 with the song I'm Gonna Use What I Got.
To get what I need, gonna use all I got.
Holiday's final single for Minute was A Man Ain't Nothing Without a Woman, that was released in 1970.
A little too late for that last I see.
And like his 1969 sides, and failed to do business, bringing his stint with the label to a close. Holiday then went on to record for DOO Records, recording the song Save Me in 1971. However, when the song failed to catch on, he went on hiatus until appearing on Ray Charles' label Crossover in the mid-70s. His song with the label, When I'm Loving You, likewise failed to catch on, so Holiday chose to focus on writing.
Just can't seem to find a night long enough. No.
Eventually, he relocated back to Iowa, where he sadly passed away of a heart failure. On February 15th, 1987. His songs that he recorded for Minit Records has appeared on budget-friendly CDs over the years. Now, before we go, I have a few questions for you all. Have you ever heard of Jimmy Holiday? If so, what is your favorite song by him or a song that he wrote?